Hello guys, I'm Mr. Skeleton Man. I'm here to make some tutorials on a bunch of different kind of coding things. For my first one though, I'm going to kind of introduce my website, the different plugins that I use, and just how to make a really simple website because it's actually a lot easier than what people think. Um, I'll probably at some point go over how to make like your own files and stuff using like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all that stuff. But this website in particular is not one that I did that. I just went through GoDaddy and set it up through that. But I'd like to do other tutorials like stuff with C Sharp, different ways to make an API, maybe even a microservice, maybe a micro front end. I don't know if I want to get to that one. But yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy the content and let's get started. Okay, so here we are at my website. For now, it's just a way for me to do like a weekly blog kind of thing, post anything that I find interesting, and just another way for me to try out different plugins and just kind of get some practice with it and kind of get good with it. Even for fun, I do some short stories once in a while. Um, Stuff like this. Obviously, I only have two right now, but yeah. So let's see the nitty gritty of this. Okay, so here's the dashboard for my website. So for me to get here, I would have had to create a whole new website through GoDaddy. There's plenty of places on the internet that you can find for different discounts. For instance, I found when I created it, I found one where it's only like $2 or $3 a month or something crazy like that for like the first year, I think it was. I don't remember. But anyways, this is the dashboard where you get to control your website. You can see the different posts that are on the website, the media, pages, comments, etc. Um, Probably the first thing you should do for your website is you want to work on the appearance. Specifically, you want to choose the theme. For mine, since I wanted to do a blog, I chose the blog perk. That seems pretty simple. You can also add new ones and go to the popular, the latest, all that stuff. You got some pretty cool ones. That looks nice actually. But you'll just have to activate them or install them, whichever you want to call it. And that'll come down over to your themes list, of course, and then you have to select it. You can also customize it a little bit more. For instance, if I chose this theme, but you have to change the site title, the tagline. Let's change that back. You have to be careful. Some of them you can't necessarily change the different colors. For instance, this navigation bar, I can't change it to any other color besides blue. Some you can even change the background pictures. I chose this nice mountain view kind of plains thing. I thought it was pretty peaceful for like the Living Life Weekly logo. I don't know. Um, some of them, specifically this one, I guess, has the carousel that it moves by itself. You can program that to only show like the most recent posts or interesting things or whatever. Each post can have like their own category. You can set it to only show that category kind of thing. But so let's go back because I want to show you guys the plugins because this is where you're going to download, or I downloaded Elementor, which has made creating this website super easy. So we can go over here. You can go to Add New, Upload Plugin. Oops, wrong one. My bad. Add New. I'm gonna search. There we go. That's the one. And you can just do Elementor, enter, and it should do this one. Since I already have it, mine's just set to active. You'll see install now. So once you do that, it should show up in your installed plugins. I forget because it's actually been a while, but you may have to download or install CoBlocks as well. That might kind of be another plugin that you need for Elementor. Um, if so, it's pretty easy just to install that one as well. Anyways, let's go over to our pages because that's what we're going to use Elementor for. Okay, so here at my pages, you can see all the different pages that I have. Not all of them are published. For instance, this one I used, as the title says, to experiment with different Elementor components and to see what all I can create or update or just make look prettier. Um, so anyways, you'll see like up here in the navigation, home, blogs, interesting things. These are all those pages. Um, so let's make a new one with Elementor. So first we're just going to go to add new. So here's what you'd see without, well, if you're just creating your page through WordPress, you'd see just this, and you'd have to go through a different way of actually creating a page, which is much harder if you don't use Elementor. But since we do have Elementor, all we have to do here is add a title. Let's say Boppity Boopy, and then click Edit with Elementor. And that'll make it so that this page can only be edited by Elementor. So once here, you'll see all the different components you can use. If I don't pay for Pro, if you have it, you can use all these other extra ones. Otherwise, you'll be fine. There's plenty of other components you can use to make your website look pretty neat. Some of the other ones down here are locked, but luckily we have one for WordPress that has a bunch of really cool things. So right now, what I want to do is show you how to make a featured post lists, just like you see on the blogs. We have like the newest post, and then you also have the most recent post since then. And it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is drag this, and bam, it's there. See how simple that was? Now, if you didn't have Elementor, you'd have to do a little bit of kind of not coding, but some fancy stuff, you know? So anyways, we can title this, how do I spell it there? Boppity boopy. And you got your fancy little title there. And then all categories, which just means what category should this component show. In this case, why don't we just show our blogs? Or no, so it's a little bit different. Let's do uncategorized. This is the very first post that you create just through default, hello world kind of thing, just like you do with any other language. So next, I kind of want to show you how to do a rotating carousel. I actually kind of want to see if WordPress has one down here. Recent comments, featured post. Let's see what this is. Select category. Let's do short story this time. I haven't worked on this one before, so I'm kind of doing it firsthand, here and now. As you can see with some components, there are different motion effects. That's basically just how do you want it to look when your mouse kind of goes over, or when the screen loads, or as it's like rotating through different images or posts or whatever you have. And of course, background, you can kind of choose different things. If we do hover, we could do, I don't know, 1.5. And if we can come down here to preview changes, and it should open up opens up another tab for you. Goes through all the different things you can see, and there we go. The posts are rotating. I'm sure if we wanted to, we could update this a little bit more. So we can make it rotate, we can make it scale, flip, all that stuff. It's a very, very powerful plugin that you can do, and it makes life so much simpler when using websites or creating websites. What if we went to do a button? So I'm going to go down to here. Let's say livinglifeweekly.com. And I'm just going to get rid of this. And let's preview it again. And it should, once we click the button, go to the homepage. Boom. There we go. So that's just a really quick tutorial on some super simple stuff. I think next time I'll go over some posts. It's not it's not hard as well. It's not through Elementor. Actually, in fact, let's just show you now. Okay, so I'm back at my pages page, tab, whatever. So I want to go over to the posts, and if you want to add one, all you got to do is add new, make your post, blah 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 blah, and then there's a few different things you could do. The usual word stuff that you can word stuff that you can update. And then you're gonna want to choose what kind of category you have, which we can update and add and change either during creation of your post or even after you can update it. So let's add a new category. Category name is going to be, let's do YouTube. If I could spell YouTube. Add new category. There we go. It's part of the YouTube category. So now we also want to do a featured, oops, a featured image. Let's do the nice, pretty picture here. Let it download. Go to media, and set. You can change the description and such. That's more for HTML. Like if for whatever reason someone goes to look at this page or this blog and they can't load the image, it'll just give a quick description or an alt text instead of an actual image. So we're going to set it, and then if we publish it, we're not going to see it anywhere because I have to refresh. That's the first reason, but also because none of my stuff has a category for YouTube. So we got to go back to our pages, and we're going to go back to Boppity Boopy and edit with Elementor. And I want to select, I'll select the first one. Let's go to here, and we're going to choose YouTube. And there we go. There's our new post. So that makes it super simple. Anyways, I think that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this very simple tutorial of some simple components with Elementor. I'm going to be doing some more in much more detail later on, especially with C# and Python and a bunch of different things I'm going to be doing. But for now, I think that's it. Hope you had fun. That's all for now. Bye-bye.